Hi beautiful people! So I'm actually in Florida right now. That's why my background looks a bit different. Like right outside my window, I've got the ocean, the beach, it's beautiful. My family's already down there, but I thought I would record this. I thought I would share the story with you because it's two different stories of friends of mine and how they kind of collide with each other at the right time and just how God's plans like unfold so perfectly in the right timing. And I was having my quiet time on our little porch here and I like started tearing up thinking about how good God is and how faithful He is. And so I knew that I should talk about this for this video. So I'll just jump right into it. So I have these two friends. Their names are Sarah and Suzanne. Okay, Sarah I've known since I was about probably pretty young. I don't know. We went to church together from age like 0 to till I was 15. So a long time. I've known her for a while. And then Suzanne, I met when I was about 7th grade, middle school age, sometime in there. Okay, now getting into the story. That was a little background information for you. About 4 years ago, I got a text from my friend Suzanne, and she said her mom had a totally like out of the blue brain aneurysm and died. Like right there. That was it. And it was just so shocking to me, like how quickly something can happen and how just quickly someone's life can end. What was so hard was that Suzanne was homeschooled, so like that bond between she and her mom was like something like you can't understand unless you were homeschooled. Like I wasn't homeschooled myself, but I know that if you were, like you understand like what that bond is like with your parent when they homeschool you. But over these 4 years, what's been so cool about Suzanne is like her faith has not been shaken, not once. Like she has trusted God. She has kept her faith. She has just been such an inspiration to me and encouragement to me and so many other people too. I know you can probably think of that one person in your life at least who's been so like trusting in God no matter what's happened in their life. Like those people are so inspiring and just so encouraging, and Suzanne has been that for me. Now kind of transitioning into Sarah's story, her mom just a week ago lost a battle to cancer. I think about 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, her mom had said she didn't want any more chemo, and so she was in hospice. And once you move into hospice, like you know that there's not much time left. And so yeah, a week ago from yesterday was when I got a text that said that her mom had passed away. Now Sarah's the same as Suzanne. Like she has held on to God and like held on to her faith so beautifully throughout this whole process of her mom having cancer. Like, and after her mom died, I remember her text saying something like she's so joyful that her mom's with God and free of pain. And of course, like just because you know that like doesn't mean you're not in pain, but she can have joy knowing that her mom is with God and just rejoicing in heaven. I love both these girls because they have such strong faith in God and like so much trust in Him throughout like these terrible situations that have happened to them. Now these two went to the same church for a long time. I was good friends with both Sarah and Suzanne, but they were never really close like to each other. Their paths didn't really cross that much, like they didn't hang out or whatever. What's interesting though is this summer was when their paths really did cross. They both applied for the same internship at church and they both got it. This summer they worked side by side together all the time at church. And I just cannot believe that was an accident. God was working in their lives and like making things work out perfectly, like all until this moment right here. Because like there's no one on this planet who can understand what it's like to lose your mom other than someone who's been through that same pain and lost their mom as well. Out of all these years they've been going to this church, they weren't friends until this very summer when they both applied for the same internship, okay? And then think back all the way, like back to the beginning when their parents decided, okay, we want to choose this church. There are tons of churches in my area and their parents both chose this same church, okay? Little things happen throughout time that God worked out perfectly, all leading up to today when Suzanne and Sarah became friends. This summer, like they became friends right in the perfect timing when her mom passed away. And Suzanne was right there for her, supporting her, loving her, encouraging her. We do not follow a God who is not involved in our lives. God is always working in each and every one of our lives. And even though we can't see what He's doing, we can't see what He's working out, God is working behind the scenes 24/7, doing things, planning things, working out everything perfectly. One of the greatest promises that God says in the Bible is that all things will work together for our good. The message that I want you to take from this video is that God is not finished with you yet. He has a plan, He will be faithful, and He will see all these plans for your life through. Like things in your life are not accidents. Everything happens for our good. Somehow, like God will work out good from whatever's going on in your life. Have a perfect verse to go along with this video. Philippians 1:6. He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus. He is so faithful, and like when you look back at your life at different situations where you had no idea what He was doing or no idea how any of this would work out for good, You will see that God is faithful, and you will see that He was working in your situation. Have a great day, and know that you are so loved and so beautiful.